All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the lounge. It is time to get this started with the anti-bullying live stream with a guest. We are going to be Bluewing to be joining us, but right now I need to do what I do every time I get started and get the chat pulled up so I can join you guys and all that good stuff. I want to thank all of you for joining, and I want you to know how very important this is. It's important that we get the message out there to as many people that we can. Tonight, I've got a little bit of a different message that I'm going to be delivering. Um, it's something that I'm sure a lot of us, we really don't think about. And to be honest, I wasn't thinking about it that much, and I should have been. Um, Me and Bluewings talked about it, and it's it just makes sense. Um, so I've got a little bit of a different message to deliver tonight. But again, guys, if you guys can share this as much as you can, please put it on Facebook as we're talking, put it on Twitter or anywhere else. Maybe you've got a friend that is going through something similar. Call them up. Tell them about this, let them know about the channel. Let them know about the bully awareness that we are doing every Sunday right here at the lounge. To me, it's always fun to do things for fun and all that, but when we can do something that's really productive like this, I think that's where that's where it really counts. That's where it really connects home with people, and that's what I want. So here we are, and welcome Bluewings and Shauna. Bluewings, I will send you the link. Let me see if I have Twitter pulled up on. Okay, let me get Twitter pulled up. I thought I already had it pulled up, but I guess it was. So I'm going to wait for my Twitter to load up there, Bluewings, and I will send you that link. I was thinking that once you had that link, you could always use it, but maybe not. I could be wrong there. But yeah, let's try to blast this out on Twitter, guys. Like right now, put it on Twitter. Let's get anyone that we can over here tonight to listen to this. It's things like this, I think, that make the channel really stand out. Crystal, good to see you, dear. RP, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, let me see if I got the Twitter going down here. I believe we do. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm getting there, Bluewings. I just got to find your name here. I got all these. Come on. All right, come on. I think something just happened to that dog. Sorry, guys. I got someone screaming in the background. Come on. My computer is being quite silly here. All right, now. Okay, invite. Getting you the link now. I got to get to your name here, Bluewings. Oh my gosh, all these
I saw two boys running down that road.
I'm just trying to get to your name. Bear with me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Whoa. I'll get to your message eventually. Give me a second, Bluewings. I'm working on it now. But yeah, guys, tonight I've got a bit of a different message that I'm throwing your guys' way about bullying. I'm just trying to find your name, Bluewings, because I've got all these goofy. Aha! Here we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. So I've got that sent to you now, Bluewing, so you can join us. We got 13 viewers. That is awesome because I really have to me, it makes sense, you know? Um, and it's something that I think that a lot of us probably don't think about, but it's there. So, all right.
Hi.
And there is Bluewings. Hello, hello, Bluewings. How are you there?
I'm good. How are you tonight?
I am doing awesomeness. Awesome, awesome.
Good studios. Good to see you in here. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, it's good to see all you guys. Roasted Studios, thank you for dropping in and showing your support. I really appreciate it. I really do. It means a lot to me.
And have a great weekend as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend, and now we've got the week ahead of us. And for me, it's just work, school, sleep. That's pretty much it, but that's all right. So me and Bluewings was talking a little bit about this. She, and she made a good point. Something that I think that a lot of people don't think about when it comes down to it. Now I'm going to say this. Bullying is wrong. It should never happen. Nobody should be bullied at all, ever. There's never a good enough reason for somebody to bully another person. Never. There's never a good reason for that. But I think we need to also think about what is going on at home with these bullies in general. What are they going through? What support do they need? Are they having, emotional problems? Are they having, being abused or physically or verbally? There's so many different things that can cause a person to turn into the person that they're really not. So I just want it to be known that, look, we're here to support everybody. We're not going to stand for people being bullied, obviously. But if a bully just doesn't have anybody, we're here. And if someone notices that problem, if you know the person, a person that is having problems, or they're a bully, the right thing to do is to talk to the right people to get them the help that they need. Because I don't know about you, Bluewings, but sometimes I think that bullying is also it can be almost like an addiction to some people. They do it because it's what, you know, they're used to doing. That's their normal. That's just how they are, and they don't know how to be any different. They don't know how to act around people the right way.
Yeah,
So
and you know, and I can agree with that to a certain extent. Like okay, so like I was bringing up to you before, if they're abused in their household and they see they're getting bullied, they don't really know right from wrong because they're seeing it every single day. And I did happen to find a link only in Canada. For some reason, I found this link that they help um, the bullies be a better person in society and stuff, and the link is in the description.
okay, and that's for Canada.
Yeah, that I mean, there may be resources like if you call there, they may like have something in the States, maybe I don't know, but you can call there and just see.
Yeah, and I'm sure that we can probably find some. I've got some resources and stuff. I've been writing some stuff down, guys. We're going to put together a page on Lounging with John that's all about bullying, resource information, stuff like that. You could be looking for that to happen here soon. Bluewings will obviously go in and do the, you know, if it needs uh, graphical things designed and all that, she'll go in and fix it up, and we'll fix the links in there. I'll put them in there, but if she needs to move them around, she will, to put them in the proper spot just in case, you know. But we'll have all that information there, because I think the one thing that we can do is provide information and resources to help these guys, whether it's the ones that are being bullied or whether it's the bullies needing help. I think the best thing we can do is provide as many resources as we can,
Yeah,
and just speak on it, and you know, uh, let people know that, look, it's something that we're not going to stand for. Um, you know, some people might, you know, have more information than what we do. And if you do, you need to let us know. If you know something that we don't, if you know any resources that we don't, uh, by all means, contact us. You can send emails to loungingwithjohn@gmail.com. You can send your emails there if you got questions or messages or whatever it might be. Just send your emails to that. Bluewings, and when you get a chance, maybe you can throw that email up on our page, the Lounging with John. Um, Maybe you can find somewhere to put that so that people know where to, which we have contact information on our page.
yeah. All the contact information is there if you want to go over to loungingwithjohn.com. I'll put the links in the ending of the video,
Yeah,
but
because there's a
also,
form too.
John, I wanted to make everybody aware. If you look in the description, all of our Sunday nights bullying awareness will have these links. There's a cyberbullying hotline. There's a stop bullying resources. There's a suicide hotline. There's all kinds of resources I have included in the description for John and for you guys as supporters to.
Oh, is that for the events that we do on Sunday?
Yeah, there's a description that's already in there that, you know, has like the cyberbully hotline, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline,
Okay.
and there is UK helpline and US and Canada helpline as well in the description.
Okay, so are you going to set this up each Sunday for the following Sunday? Or are you going to set the events?
Yeah, I can do that if you want. We can.
Yeah, and we'll just do it at the same time every time. That way it doesn't change on you or me, and we know what time we're getting together. You know what I mean?
Roasted, Roasted made a comment. She said, I appreciate what you guys are doing off the stream. You're very welcome, Roasted.
Yeah, you are definitely very welcome, Roasted. You know, me and Roasted, I've known her for a long time through YouTube and stuff. We had one little head bump, but that was it. And then that got obviously straightened out. And so it's really good to see. One, I'm glad that you're back, Roasted Studio. You know, I know that, you know, we talk on other channels and stuff before too. Well, one of them I don't go around anymore because I was just, you know, it just was a bad place for me. But anyways, I appreciate you being here and showing your support. I really do. It means a lot. And guys, this is what it takes. Look, the only way things change is by people standing up and making a difference. That's the only way anything changes, you know? It does no good for us to sit in the shadows and say, well, this needs to stop, and then do nothing about it.
Yeah, and then bitch about it not stopping.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Maybe our live event every Sunday doesn't make a difference to everybody, but again, maybe it does. And that's the card I'm willing to play. You know, I'm okay with that because you don't know who's going to drop in. We don't know if, you know, the YouTube algorithm says, oh, hey, what is that? And throws us up a little bit higher on the results. We don't know.
Hey, John.
So, yeah.
We could always be saving a life as well. You know, somebody, they're down and out and they see this stream that says anti-bullying, and then you go in the description and, you know, there's the links.
Yes, exactly. I mean, we've got all the information. Bluewings, you did a good job on that. Thank you for doing that. Resources is such a good thing to have. You know, sometimes people are going to be looking and we're not going to be around. You know, it might be 3 o'clock in the morning and someone's feeling like they're going to do something. Well, they can get that information through the lounge and through our website. Are you going to, when we get the bully page put together, are you going to put that stuff over there as well?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. So I'm going to let you talk to them real quick. I got to run in the other room real fast. If you want to talk to them about, you know, whatever, maybe you got a story or whatever you want to do, but I got something that came up real quick I need to take care of, and I'll be right back.
Okay. Well,
so I'm going to give this to you, okay?
Okay, all right. Thanks, John. Okay, so, okay, Shauna. Yeah, I was wondering, I was like, that has to be an accident. Yes, please, Lida, don't leave. It was an accident. We have really great mods in the stream, so... Well, let me share a story with you. The very last time I got bullied when I was in, let's see, I think it was high school, middle school. I was riding the bus and I always got picked on the bus. And then it was just him and I on the bus. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm tired of it. Finally had enough. And he said something to me, and then I said something to the effect of, well, at least my brain isn't a corroded piece of battery acid. And then I never got bullied after that. So goes to show you, like, okay, like, I just had to say something. But sometimes I know that's not how it goes. And that's okay. There's sometimes, you know, you got to do a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you can. I found, like, because I was bullied so much, sometimes standing up didn't work. So, and then even telling didn't work either. And this was back in the 80s and early 90s. But I was talking with John, and I was, you know, it's like, you know, maybe they do have something going on in their home or in their mind. They may even be really mentally very mentally ill, maybe, and then something that, like they can't control it. But that's where it comes to, it needs to be seen more by the teachers, and the teachers at school, or even the principals, or somebody has to, be watching out for our kids. They do have cameras at school. I know at my daughter's school they do, and she's gotten picked on and teased and stuff like that before, even with them, if with the cameras. So they'll just sometimes find a hidden spot, I guess. I don't know. But nothing's being, really done that I know of. They haven't told me anything. So,
Okay, I am back.
okay.
So yeah. Um, I was looking. I gotta find it here. Where we go? Okay,
Yeah.
so again, this is anonymous. Obviously, I don't put nobody's name out there, whether it's a bully story or not, whatever. But there is a teenager that wrote to thank us for what we're doing.
Really?
This was from last Sunday, and I knew I had it, but I had to make sure where it was. And said, "Thank you for what you guys do. I've been bullied for where you go. I've been bullied for over 5 years, and I was getting really, really sick of it. Bad things almost happened, but because of me listening to you guys and explaining how there is help available and how we should not keep this cooped up can make such a difference. With what you guys talk about, probably saved my life and somebody else's. So,
Oh, oh my goodness, I'm gonna cry. That's so touching.
we are touching people, and some kids and teenagers, that's what they're going through. They're going through this, not only being beat up, but it puts them into a depression, and depression can turn into anger, and really bad things can happen. So that's why I say it's so important that we just continue to do this consistently and share it when we can and all that. And I just want to say you're welcome to Anonymous for letting us know that we made a difference in your life. And let me tell
You're
you,
very welcome. You are very, very welcome.
just having that one person has told me that we've already served our purpose. It's already happening. We might not be at the top of the list, and there's all kinds of bullying stuff that goes on, a lot of other, just everywhere. And some people might have way more, a larger crowd than what we have. But to me, it's not about the crowd. It's about the actions that we are doing. It's not about how many are here listening, but it's about us just getting the message out there. Obviously, the more support, the better. I mean, that's, hands down, that's what it's all about.
John, we need to bring attention to Lida. Lida, do you want us to read that? I would just want to tell you that I am so sad to hear that or see that. I'm very sad.
What is it?
It, I don't know if she wants us to read it out loud.
Did it go to chat or was it just sent to
Yeah,
you?
it was in chat. It was in chat.
Oh, well, if it's in chat, I'm sure she doesn't mind because everybody can see it anyways,
Okay.
right?
Okay, so she said, I got sexually assaulted by a bully when I was 10 back in 2010, and all the school did was suspend him for 2 days, and my mother just smirked when she heard that. I hope a child doesn't read this.
And suspension, that does not solve the problem. These bullies just being suspended is not the answer.
No, because that's like a day off for them. That's a vacation.
Exactly. Number one, they need to get this bully in their possession, in their hands, whatever. They need to punish him much more severely than that. And they also need to figure out why is he doing it and how many other people has he done this to. So see, this innocent girl here, she might not be the only one. She could have been the third, the fourth, the fifth. How many people has this person done that to? Nobody knows, because all they want to do, suspend them, smack on the wrist, and everything's better. These schools need to get their crap together. Parents are being forced to homeschool their children so they don't get beat up.
Yep.
They're being forced.
Like those days that, John, those days that they're suspended, right? They should have to go, those 2 days, they should have to go to like bullying awareness.
Yeah. Yes, I like that. Yep. Yep. They need to be put into a class. I would say that anger management would fit right in with that. If you're going to be mean enough to bully somebody, then put them in anger management, make them take that class for 2 days. And then if they do it again, there shouldn't be again for sexual assault. But I mean, as far as beating somebody up, sexual assault, there should be way harsher.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's jail time. That's jail time.
That needs to be, you have been suspended and you're going to juvie, Jack, and you're going to stay there forever. How long that, whether how far you went into the sexual assault, whatever, but
that's
just sending them home.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
You had to deal with that, Lita.
And I'm sorry, but it's an embarrassment to our country. It really is. It's an embarrassment in our country to sit there and show what we do to bullies. Oh, we handle it real good. We just suspend them for 2 days so they don't got to do their work in class, so they don't got to sit in their classroom, so they don't got to be inside the school for 8 hours. Boy, that's a hell of a punishment.
Well, and the thing that in my research that I found interesting is that, I mean, I'd have to search if there was like Canada has, it just popped up on a search, right? But with the United States, there is no help with the bully getting them help.
There needs to be.
In the United States. I didn't see it.
Now, honestly, someone that goes out and sexually assaults somebody, they need help, and they also need punished, and we're not doing either one of them things right now. If I say the name right, is it Lydia?
Lita.
Is that right? Lita. Lita, did you, I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, dear, I understand, but did your parents end up prosecuting or pressing charges to this bully when that happened? Did he ever receive anything more like as a victim? And I want people to know this because sometimes victims don't know this all the time. As a victim, you have the right to know about every single thing that criminal is put through. You have the right to call the prosecutor and say,
well, this was
I want to know what happened.
This was in Canada, John. So
okay, so Canada might be different, but just so people know in the United States, then you have the right to know what that criminal was, what was he charged with? What was the punishment? What is going on now? So don't ever forget that. And if you have been sexually assaulted, do everything in your power to make sure that bully is sent up for a while.
Oh my gosh, Lita.
What'd you say?
She said, no way. My mother was a huge abusive narcissist. She didn't care one bit about me. I'm so sorry, Lita. Hi, Jag.
I'm so sorry to hear that. That is horrible. And um,
Jeez.
goodness, you know, but there's got to be, you know, when something like that happens, it's, you know, it's hard for us to say do this and do that because, you know, it's different being right in their shoes. But I'm sorry you didn't get to go through with, you know, making sure this person was punished more than what he was.
Hey, John, I'll be right back.
Okay. And welcome, Jack Girl. Thank you for coming over tonight and showing your support to us raising awareness for bullies. Um, you know, it is such a serious problem. And there's so many that pay no attention to it. What I've learned about bullying is those that don't pay attention to it until it's at their door and it's happening to them. So I want everybody to think about that. If you got teenagers in school or anything like that, just remember it can happen to you, to me, to your kids, your cousins, your nieces, your nephews, and it shouldn't be tolerated. And Lita, I am really sorry that you went through that. That is horrible. Let me get the chat pulled here so I can see what you guys are saying. Sean, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for coming to show your support. This is what it's about, you guys, is just getting that support to show people, hey, there's 20 people over there, or there's 50 people there, or whatever. When people recognize that there's this big crowd supporting something, that they kind of start to just follow in. You know, they kind of do the shadow effect and just kind of, you know, say, hey, well, what's going on over there? Let's go and let's give them support as well. So the more support we can get, the better. We're at 12 years right now. Obviously, I would really like to see them numbers go up in the future. I'd like to see it go from, you know, 10 to 15, from that to 20, 25. But all I can do is keep on doing it the way I do it. And, you know, us just try to put the word out there that, you know, we are here to listen to stories, to support when we can, to be there when we can, to offer a shoulder when we can. And, you know, hopefully, you know, that gets out there more and more each day. But the most we can do is what we're doing now. And again, if you've not shared this on Twitter, you guys, please hit that share button, throw it on Facebook, drop in a little bit of a message with it when you're sharing it, showing that you participate in supporting the raising awareness for bullies. And just ask your friends and other people you know through your social networks to come over and join us on this. I've got some shirts that I'm going to be getting made to support the awareness for bullying. And as soon as I get that straightened up, I'll tell you guys about it, and those shirts will be available. All right. You know, it's small, simple things that make a difference. And to me, if I had a shirt to wear out in public, people's going to know that I'm a supporter on helping to raise awareness for bullying. So, and what I'd like to do is have a message on the front of the shirt, and then our channel name on there somewhere with our channel name and our web address or whatever. Because you know, just being out in public, people see that stuff, and it's, you know, they're gonna come in. and they're going to help show support as well. Let me get to the chat window. Let's see what we got going here. And one day, you know, there will be a punishment that is out of our control, Ida. Thank you, Jag Girl. I appreciate it.
Okay, I'm back. I had to make some rice.
Oh, okay. And thank you, Shauna, for offering that your inbox is always open for people. I appreciate that.
Hi, little bro, Sean.
One day, out of our control and our powers, these people will pay for the things they've done. I am a big believer in karma. Karma always comes back to bite you. And I believe that. I do believe in karma. It's you know.
Hey, John.
Yes.
Rotten Potatoes said something that makes sense.
What do you say?
If a teacher decides your kid has ADHD, they aren't going back to classes until you get them checked. Bullying, which is way more destructive, arguably, why can't the bully be compelled to see a psychologist or psychiatrist?
I totally agree with that. I like that, RP. I like that. I think that when a student is you know caught being a bully, I think they should be put through this type of process to where, look, you can come back to school, but in order for you to stay in school, you are required to go to a psychologist, you know, to figure out what's going on. And again, you know, some type of anger management, and say, look, you do this stuff, you'll get to stay in school. But if you don't, and you don't agree to do it, which I don't think they should have the option, unless the parent says, no, my son's not going to do that, or my daughter is not going to do that, then I think they should also pay the price. If you don't want, as a parent, to help your child from being a bully, then you should suffer the consequences as well.
I agree with that. I mean, if
There
you
are,
know, if your
yeah,
child is a known bully and the teachers, the school, anybody has told you, you have to be a parent and make sure that they don't do this again for their safety and for the safety of their victims.
yeah, exactly. And you know, it's sad, but there are parents out there that they've got this mindset of, well, you're not going to do that to my kid. You're not going to tell my kid what to do.
Well, yeah, if they want to come into our school.
You know, the problem is some of these kids they are very sheltered, and the parents look at their kids as, my kid does no wrong. Oh, my kid's not a bully. I've seen it happen 100 times. Oh, my kid wouldn't do that. There's no way. Well, if you don't want to help your kid, then they should get in trouble as well. You know, because these kids that are being bullied, their lives are being turned upside down on them.
Yep.
And something needs to be done. Something needs to happen to give these teenagers their life back. No teenagers should grow up missing out on all the wonderful things that school can give them. Hanging out with friends, going to dances, all these great things that could be there. But because of being bullied, and because the parents forced to put their kid through homeschooling, they got to miss out on all the wonderful things that they can experience. And I'm you know, experience is knowledge. The only way they're going to learn is through experience. You know, even when it comes to being sociable Well, if you get a kid that's been being bullied so much, you got to pull them out of school, and they go 5 years without being, out in the public and socializing and stuff. Now, when they become 18, they're going to have a huge problem wanting to get out and be around people to get a job or to move on to college.
And a very big disadvantage too, John, because they're not socially, they're not like socially up to par. You know what I mean?
They're not socially prepared for society.
Yeah,
that's the reality of it, and it's sad and it's unfortunate and it's unfair. So, I don't know if you heard me say it, but I'm working on. I'm going to get with the guy this week and talk to him. I'm going to try to get us some shirts made that have a message on the front about bullying, and then our channel information on the back of it. That way, those that want to help get the word out there, they can order these T-shirts so that they can, if they're going out, even just to the grocery store, they can wear that T-shirt.
Yeah, and it'll have the it'll have the information on the back and everything.
That's what I was thinking. Put like a stop bullying or something like that on the front, and on the back have Lounging with John with our web address, and then maybe another message below that, about bullying or whatever. I just think it's a good way to get.
I would want to put like the suicide prevention line, and then the bullying hotline could be on there too.
Yeah, on the back of it, yeah. And just, or on the front, it could just be stopping the bullies to change, changing lives and changing lives to stop bullying, or something like that. Because that's exactly what it would be doing. If we can help one person, then we've changed their life for the better. That's why I always like that, changing lives. It's just a powerful statement. So,
Foxy,
I'll get with the guy this week, and I'll see what kind of prices he'll give me, and then I'll have you put together a design. I'll show him the picture, and yeah.
Well, I think our design, we can ask our supporters what kind, like give us some ideas.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are a part of this. That's why I always say, whether I'm doing a name or whatever it is, give us ideas, like Bluewings said.
You want to share your story?
Give us ideas on even what the shirt can say on the front, and different stuff like that. You guys, I want you guys to really, 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 really understand that you are a part of this, and you are involved in this, and you get just as much credit as anyone else. So, and remember, if you've ever got somebody out there, you guys, that would ever want to come on and talk and share their story, or talk about something that they witnessed in their life, either through themselves or through a friend, you're more than welcome to do that. The one thing that I'm not going to do is we're not going to throw names out on the board. We're not going to say, well, Tom Buck 2 was an asshole because he did this, and this.
Yeah.
Because that's not going to solve the problem either.
And always remember, if you want to, I'm sorry to cut you off, John. I'll just say one word. If you always want to come onto the panel and be anonymous, we have a number and you can stay anonymous.
Yes, and matter of fact, I have that. Let me get this, because I have it. Let me pull it up.
So my daughter's in the chat, just so you know.
Oh, is she? Awesome. What are you doing, girl?
Hi.
How are you? Now look, she's over there pinching the dog, making it bark. All right, let's see. Let me open my... What I did was I created a Google Voice number, because it's the easiest way to do it, to where if I don't want to, you know, if we're not taking calls, then we don't got to take calls. Let me open it up. I'm going to give you guys that number. And then if you want to call in right now, you're welcome to. But if not, you'll have that number. Let me just get it open after I figure out where I hit it at.
Yeah, and just let me know what it is, and then I'll just go ahead and type it in the chat as well as you saying it. That's Sean is my little bro. Oh.
It's not on video.
Oh.
What?
This is not on video. He was like, oh.
It's not on video.
Open Google Voice. Let's do it that way.
We have another Sean in the house. It's one of Haley's friends.
Okay. Hello, Sean. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Man, you are in trouble over there with them two ladies. You better watch out, brother. They're dangerous. They are dangerous. Just make sure you're not sitting in the middle. Just don't sit in the middle or you're in big trouble. You got
I'm always on the end.
All right, good deal. All right, let's see here.
Basic, but canine now.
Get to my information here so I can give you the number. That'd be nice.
Hey, King Taco.
Who's King Taco?
King Taco. He is a taco. He loves tacos.
Let me go here and see if that's where my number is.
No.
M-Loves, hey, how are you?
Be more quiet.
See, M-Loves.
Okay, so here is the number.
Okay.
If you want to write this down, Bluewings, 812 297 9695. Again, that is 812 297 9695. And I'm actually going to turn it on here in a second. Let me get to the setting to do it. Okay, let's turn it on.
And if we can kind of say, if you're talking about a creator that's bullying you or something like that, or something, just keep their names on like a down low, because we want to be able to keep the stream up since it is an anti-bullying stream. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's off.
Water boiling.
Okay, there's rice in there.
If you can, Bluewings, do me a favor. Call that number on your phone, and let's make sure it's working.
All right, hold on.
What is it?
It's 812
812
297 9695.
812 297
Yep. All right, she's calling.
Okay, so it is working.
All right, she hung up.
Okay, awesome. So, guys, there is the number again. If you want to call in to the show, 812 297 9695. We will take calls right now. If you don't want to call, that is fine. If you do, and we do have a call coming in right now.
Awesome.
Hello, welcome to the show. Let me get you to speaker. Hold on one second. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good. Who do we well, you don't have to say your name if you don't want to, but
I can say my name. My name is Jeff Burnell.
Jeff, how are you?
Jeff, hi.
Welcome.
Good. Thank you.
Bluewings says hello. Actually, let me I will take off the head. Let's do this. Let me get rid of my headphones so that you can hear Bluewings. How's that?
All right.
Give me 1 second. I just got to hook up one little. I've got wires going everywhere over here in the studio. Too many wires. Hold on 1 second, partner.
Well, M Loves, if you
Okay.
ever want to share your
Put this
story,
in here
you're
and we'll be
welcome
good.
to come aboard.
Okay, there we go. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. Can you hear me? Hello, hello.
Everybody else. I just want to share a little bit. I'm kind of a little emotional, so bear with me. I'm watching football too, so.
Oh, you're fine. I totally understand it, and I
Thank
want
you
to
so
say
much.
how much I appreciate you being a fan of you know, the channel and everything.
Thank you.
Bluewings, go ahead and say hi to Jeff again. I don't think he heard you.
Hi, Jeff. Can you hear me?
Hi, Bluewings. How are you?
Good. How are you doing? I can't wait to hear your story, hon. Take your time, okay?
Yeah, and you,
That's good.
and you know, the important thing is that I want you to know, and everybody else, is when you do call in and you want to talk about something, you don't have to rush. You don't have to feel like you're out of place. You will be respected, and just take your time, and you know you're in the right place.
One second. One second.
I just want to respond to the scares about bullying. When I was in high school, I was bullied too, and I usually, I don't know how to say it. I was usually by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I try to stay to myself, but sometimes when you get bullied, you want to fight back. And like I got beat up like a couple years ago. I know it was my mistake, and when I was back in high school, I told the guy off, and he grabbed me and slammed me against the lockers and punched me right in the nose. My nose was like bloody and everything.
Oh my.
And,
Well,
so,
you know, Jeff, and I wanted to just touch base on something, because you're so right about one thing. Is when you are being bullied, sometimes you only, you know, you get scared, and you think, you know, that, oh man, if I don't fight back, I'm going to get hurt really bad. So you fight back out of anger and out of fear. And then I've seen it happen a million times. The bully gets out of it and you get in trouble. But what else do? You know, I'm not saying that I support fighting, but I'm not going to say that you was wrong for fighting back, because sometimes that's the only option, especially when you're alone. If you're alone, you got no one else around you, what do? You know, so.
and I mean, it really doesn't bother me. I mean, I can usually take care of myself, but you know, people out there that doesn't, you know, like mental challenge people.
Yeah. And, you know, that happens a
things
lot.
that yeah.
Disabled
Mental
kids.
challenges, people, you know, don't protect themselves, and people like me or you or whoever has to step in and, you know, say, listen, you need to leave this kid alone, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I really despise that. I mean, I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy when it comes, you know, when it comes to talking, and you know, I can go on, and you know.
Well, you know, and there's so many kids out there in the public that are disabled, and they get picked on so badly. And the only thing that we can do, I can promise you one thing: if I'm out in public and I see a disabled person being picked on, I will get involved in it. I will put myself in the middle of it, and I will do something about it. I guarantee that with 100% certainty that I will get involved in it, because it shouldn't happen, and it happens every day. Every day.
Right.
Some of these kids that are disabled, they're put into public school. Some of these kids can't tell somebody what's going on because they don't know how.
Right.
So it's sad. It is. It's sad. And all we can do is just like we're doing now is put the awareness out there and tell people, look, enough is enough. It's time to make changes. There's got to be changes made. Jeff, if I could ask you, being you've experienced bullying, does that still affect you today? Do you feel like you still have any type of anger from being bullied or emotions, or are you kind of through that stage, or what has it done to you as an adult?
I'm glad you asked that. I mean, I have depression, but I take my pills as needed. I don't know really how to explain it. Okay, go back to the questions again. I'm sorry.
If today, how badly does it affect you today? Does it, you know, being bullied, does it affect you every day now, or is it one of them deals where every now and then you think about it and it hits home, or are you okay with it today?
I'm okay with it. It keeps me going, you know, not thinking of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I say to myself, you know, I'm going to, if I get bullied, I'm going to just stick up for myself. Because,
well, what advice, if I asked you to give any type of advice to any teenager that might be listening today, or that might listen to this later on, what advice could you give them that might help them get through a day of being bullied? Is there anything you could tell them that might help them get through it better?
walk away. My main thing.
Walk away. I like that. So if you guys didn't hear him, he said walk away.
Yeah, just walk away and don't antagonize it, you know, the bully. Like, when I was out, I mean, I don't drink, but, and not to say this, not to change the subject, probably about 3 or 4 years ago, I got beat up by a bully that was drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And he was calling me all different names, and and he was picking on my friend that it was supposed to be my friend.
Right.
My friend went home, and he was sitting in the corner, the guy that was picking on my friend that was standing in the corner. So I turned around and went where he was, which to me, I was stupid to do that. And I laugh at it today,
Yeah. Yeah. What?
He kept on. What's that?
Well, I was just gonna say you made another good point that people should realize, and teenagers need to realize. You're not alone when it comes to bullying, because it doesn't just happen to you kids. Bullying happens to us adults too. So we all get through this together.
And and I laugh about it because it makes me more stronger. It makes me more stronger than the guy that beat me up, and he's like in jail.
That's good. That's good. That's where he belongs. And there needs to be more actions taken on these bullies. And yeah, they need help, but they also need punished. And it seems to me, Jeff, that a lot of these bullies are overlooked. The school system, honestly, this bully system that they're using, it evidently is broken because it's not working. So, Bluewings, what do you got any questions for Jeff?
No, I think you pretty much touched on it. What I wanted to ask, because I was curious, because I know for me being bullied, I have a thing where I cannot be touched on my left shoulder.
Right.
And I jump even till today. I mean, I'm 39 years old and I still jump. Does that happen to you, Jeff?
Yeah, if I have a hat on, it's like if I have a hat on and somebody comes up and takes that hat off of me, I jump right up. I stare at the guy and he just gives the hat back, And I warn him. I warn him. I warn the person that if he does it again, he's going to ask for it.
That's the only one.
Yeah. Yeah. And there are, and that's why I was saying, about later on, if it affects adults, and I know it does, because I know even with me, I didn't get bullied very long, but I still got bullied. And for the longest time as an adult, if someone came up and was joking around, like say, they went to raise their hand to pat me on the shoulder or something like that, I would flinch thinking that I was getting ready to get hit. It was like an automatic switch in my mind because of when I was younger. It just happened. I would automatically I would jump, or I would put my fist up ready to brawl, because unfortunately for me, I got it to stop, but I went the wrong way about it, and I was fighting back, and it went away. It went away, but it wasn't the right way to solve it, because obviously I hurt somebody else. When the last time I got in a fight over being bullied was a friend was with us, and I turned around real fast and accidentally hit my friend, in the middle of fighting with the other dude. So I hurt somebody else. And you teenagers need to remember that you might end up hurting somebody that you don't want to hurt. So go to an adult, talk to a teacher, talk to your parents, talk to your family, talk to your friends. Go to somebody. Don't lock this stuff inside, because later on it's living proof. Jeff is living proof. Bluewings is living proof. I'm living proof that it will affect you later.
And done, and you know, when you get older, you don't notice it when you do get bullied. Like, if, you know, when you get older, you're like in high school or elementary school.
Yeah, absolutely.
It does trauma you. It does, you know, it does things to you. You know, you do get depression, and it you know, it's not good for that person. You know,
Right.
I mean,
Well, before we go to the next call or whatever, I'm going to let you give your own, you know, is there anything you would like to say to these people, not just teenagers, but just people that are being bullied in general? Before we let you go tonight, Jeff, is there anything you'd like to say to these people that might inspire them to maybe make a change in what's going on in their life?
you know, if you do get bullied, I'm gonna go around and around. But if you do really get bullied, I mean, you just need to ignore them. Try to talk to them. You know, try to talk to them. I mean, if you can talk to them down and, you know, say what is the problem. You know, you gotta protect yourself and you gotta protect others. I mean,
Yep, that's it. And I like that. Guys, like he said, talk to them.
One life. You got one life to live, and you know, it's just.
That's
life,
right.
You know?
That's right.
I mean,
Bluewings.
Explain it when I can. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Bluewings, you got anything else for Jeff before we let him go, or?
My mom's in the kitchen and it's me.
Okay. So, Jeff, I appreciate you calling. Please feel free. Call us back next week, and we'd be glad to have you if you want to come on.
Bye, Jeff. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, we're always glad to have you. And Jeff, like I said, if you want to come on next week and talk more with us, we'd be glad to have you. Okay. All right. Well, you have yourself a good night. Jeff, I want to thank you, man, for being a lounger. You guys, if it wasn't for you guys, then this would be it'd be nothing without you guys. You guys make the difference. You guys give me and Bluewings the motivation to come on and talk to people and have fun and all that. So thank you, Jeff, and I'll talk to you next week, brother. All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
I don't think this is for us because that's a local number. Hold on, guys. We'll put that one in my ear for a minute. Hello. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a show, but make sure I see you tomorrow. No? No. But
Gotta get that tee-hee-hee. Gotta get that tee-hee-hee.
I'll see you tomorrow, though, okay?
Gotta get that tee-hee-hee.
No, I'm not. I'm in the middle of a show, bub.
Gotta get that tee-hee-hee.
Love you. Love you. All right, guys. So there we go. We had Jeff come on. Jeff, I want to thank you for coming on. I think this is going to be fun, guys. I know that being bullied isn't fun, but what I mean, I think it's going to be fun
They talk to me.
to have this number opened up on Sundays for you guys to call in. You know, if you've got something on your chest and you want to get it out, now you've got the opportunity. Real quick, I just want to make this clear so that people know. Anybody's welcome to call, but we will not, by no, not anything. We will not tolerate any trolls calling us or anybody calling to complain about another YouTuber. These calls are to talk about bullying, and that's it. If there's problems, you want to talk to me or Bluewings about something else, please feel free to email us. But please make sure that if you're calling into the show, it's got to be based around bullying or something that maybe you went through or maybe you got advice. But please keep it in with the topic of the night, okay? I don't know really how to best put that, Bluewings. So
I'm sorry, what now?
I say I don't know any other way to put that other than we're just not going to tolerate ridiculous phone calls. We're just not going to do it.
Oh no.
And it's, you know, we're not going to let the you know, immature people ruin it for anybody, because the nice thing about this number is they are screen calls. So that's the good thing about it, is they're all screened. So yeah, but keep it in, you know, context of the show and all that good stuff. So we've got time to take one more caller tonight. Bluewings, did you have something you was trying to say earlier, or when Jeff was talking?
Hold on, let me ask. Do you want to? Never mind.
Okay, I didn't know if what about, and if she's not prepared for that, does she want to tell any stories tonight or no?
Hold, she's thinking. She
If
did,
she's not,
and then she didn't, and then she did, and then she didn't, and she's.
I mean, you know, here's the thing you got to remember, dear, is that she can hear me, right?
Yeah, she can hear
Okay.
you.
You are going to be the one, if you do tell any story, it's your story. So whatever you don't want to talk about, you don't got to talk about. And whatever you want to talk about, you can talk about. It's just a way for you to get it off of your chest, because talking helps. And if that's what you want to do, you're welcome to do it. If you're not ready for that, then maybe next time. But we're here to support everybody.
Well, she said she would share one story. I'll let her share one story.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay. Now remember, everybody, my daughter is under 18.
Right, she is under 18. We will not tolerate no hate messages or nothing like that. The mods are ready to hit that red button, so don't be playing with dynamite, people. All right, so go ahead, dear, and you tell me your story.
Okay. Hi. Well.
Her face is red.
Let me clear my voice real fast. Okay, there we go. So in like 5th grade, that's when like all the bullying started. And I remember I used to just like fake sick to my mom because I had to stay home because it was that bad. Like people were like pushing me into lockers and like just like throwing me around.
Right.
And, like it was just like physical and mental pain that like I just couldn't take. And then, you know, it ended me up in like a really bad mental state that I'm trying to get through.
And you're going to get through it, because you're a smart girl, and it's not your fault that you were targeted to be the victim. But that's the bottom line. You were the victim and you was targeted. But I think you've got a lot of support around you. You know, a lot of people think that being bullied, the only pain you get is when you get beat up. And that's not true.
It's it's mental pain too. It's not just physical.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, it was mental and physical. And me personally, I would say that the mental pain is way more severe than the physical, because the physical pain goes away. You know, once once your arm heals or your face heals or whatever, the pain goes away, it's gone. Doesn't work that way when it's mental, does it? It just sticks with you, and you'll get through it though. You will get through it. You got to remember though, every time you think about it, you got to remember that you're not in the wrong. Those people are. Their life is so messed up. They are so lost that they have nothing better to do but to pick on somebody else because it makes them feel like they're part of something. So they're giving their attention to you for that one simple reason. They have no life. But you'll get through it. You will. If I could ask you anything that you could suggest to any other teenager out there if they're going through it, what would you want to tell them? What would you want these teenagers to do if they're being beat up and picked on? What would you say?
I would just suggest to try and leave it alone, try and think positive about the situation, and just, get through it. And, don't do it like how I did it when I was, in that state, like not ignoring it and trying to,
Yeah. And did you ever go to anybody when you were being bullied back then, or did you keep it a secret?
I went to my mom because she was the only support that I had because my counselor, she just told me to go away.
Yeah. So
She was the only person that I could go to.
So that should say something to the other people out there, teenagers or whoever being bullied. There's always somebody though that you can find to go to, whether it's your mom or whatever the case might be. But guys, this is proof that you can get through it. You can. It takes a lot of support, a lot of willpower, but together you can do it. That's why we started this here, was to give you guys someone to talk to, a place to let out your frustrations, to let it out and get it off your chest. Because even what you're telling us tonight, you might not notice a big stress, a relief, but you'll notice by talking tonight, you're going to tell yourself later, well, I'm glad I did that, because it does help.
Yeah, I would just say don't hide it, and don't keep it a secret if you're getting bullied. Just talk to someone and try to get help. Don't just keep it in. It's just, that's the worst possible thing to do.
Absolutely, and I agree with you 100%. Thank you so much for telling your story. I do appreciate that. Let me ask you, did they ever do anything to the bully back then?
Did who?
The school.
Did the school ever do anything? Was there ever any consequences that this bully ever faced?
Nope. They left it alone.
See, guys, it's the same way today. I guarantee it. I know it is. The schools have a broken policy for bullying. So if there's ever a person that works at a school that listens to this, I'm going to tell you right now, you're a coward. You're a hypocrite, you're a coward, and you're irresponsible. Because these teenagers, they don't have the choice to do anything about it other than tell someone and get away from it. You have the power to do a lot about it. So take responsibility, because these kids, when they're in your school, it is your damn responsibility to make sure that they're being treated the right way. What are the cameras for? What is the security for? What are the counselors for? Mainly, what is the damn principal for? School's not just a playground, but it seems like bullying, all it is a playground, because nothing's being done. And I think that needs to change. I want to thank you for telling your story, though, dear. I really appreciate it. And if you ever want to talk more about anything, we are here. Nobody here will will judge you for your stories or put you down or say anything stupid, because if they do, they're going to go bye-bye. That's just the way it is. There is no tolerance here for anybody being put down because they're wanting to let their story out. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you, John.
And it sounds like you got you a good friend over there that's probably kind of, I'm going to guess that he's a friend that's watching out for you too, being there for you. So,
Yeah, he is. He's been her rock.
well, that's good.
Besides me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know, it's good to have somebody that can be there. Listen, anybody out there, if you're being bullied, there's always somebody in your life somewhere that will be the shoulder that you need. And if you don't have it out there, you've got it here. So I'm going to wait about another 3 or 4 minutes to take any more phone calls. If you want to call in and you would like to give a message to the teenagers for being bullied, or maybe you got a story to share, we're going to take one more call tonight, and then we're going to end it for tonight. But
yeah, dinner's almost ready on my end.
I think that this is going to be a good thing. I know it is, actually. Being able to call and talk. You know, stress is a very mysterious monster, to be honest, because it affects us in so many ways. But when you can talk, it's amazing how much better you can feel just from letting that off your chest. It really is. It's just like crying. I mean, nobody likes to cry, but you got to admit one thing. When you get done crying, do you not feel better a little? It's one of them deals where you got to let things out every now and then. It's okay to talk to people. It's okay to cry. And it's okay to be scared. There's no law that says you can't be scared of your bully. But you got to do something about it. I don't believe we're going to get any more phone calls tonight, neither. Bluewings, I want to thank you for, again, doing this. Like I said, which, of course, it won't take you that long now that you got everything in place. All you got to do is copy stuff pretty much and set up another event.
Yep.
Guys, the event will take place every Sunday right here at the lounge, raising awareness for bullying, to stop the bullies, to show the world that you're not going to be pushed around no more. That is why we're here.
And
every Sunday. That's right. And now we're taking calls where you can call in and you can share your story, or you can give somebody else some words of advice. To the loungers, you guys are welcome to call in and give your advice as well. So hopefully you guys liked what we did tonight. I hope you like the fact that we have a phone line open now. We're going to continue to do everything we can to make it better every single time. The other channel's not been created yet just because I've been super busy. It's like I almost don't even have time to to do anything. It's like I got everything scheduled now. You know, I've got to write everything down and schedule. But that's just the way it is. Guys, I appreciate you. Bluewings, thank you for coming on tonight.
You're welcome,
and everybody else out there, please remember that we're here for you guys. We want to help you get through this. The only way we can help you get through it is if you come over to the lounge and you join us. So join us here at the lounge. Stand up with us. And let's do something about bullying, because it's went too far. And it's only going to get worse if people don't do anything about it. All right? So we're out of here, Bluewings. I will let you set everything up. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you as a manager, as a mod, as a best friend, and to the loungers. Guys, we appreciate your support. Without you, none of this would be possible. So thank you guys very much.
You're most welcome.
Good night. Have a good night, Bluewings, and we'll talk to you soon.
You too. Okay.
All righty, bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.